Unit 2, the quarter note, the symbol as well as the definition. Students have already discovered what a quarter note feels like in a great sense of internalization throughout the body, and now they can see the symbol as well as read the definition. This is a quarter note, it gets 1 beat. So again, we're going to have them clap and step to this rhythm of a steady beat. And now tap keeping the beat on your lap, counting aloud 1 for each beat. So ask which is their right hand, which is their left hand. You know, students get confused with that in the beginning. Here we go. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yes, in the middle of that piece, they see 2 quarter notes together, and they get to play those 2 notes together. So here we go. Play the big drum. Right, left, left. The musicality girl, who's so important in succeeding at the piano, helps your students to listen to themselves play. Did you play with a steady beat? Did you make a big sound? And I suggest to all of you teachers to ask those questions before they play the piece. If you ask those questions beforehand, then we know that they're focusing on 2 very important concepts. And then after they play the piece, you ask the same questions, and they can think about how well they did. Now let's turn to page 11. Happy days. There are a lot of good practice steps. Notice the groups of 2 black keys. Raise the hand that will start. Wiggle the fingers that you will use. Gently press those fingers into your lap. Tap with your perfect piano hands and count out loud. So, closing the fall board, 1, 1, 1, 1. You could do that with your students. You could even have them actually play the piece on the fall board. 1, 1, 1, 1, like that. You could also have them say the finger numbers, 2, 3, 2, 3, right? All kinds of ways to make sure that the rhythm is internalized before students actually play their pieces. Lift your hands off the keys, wrist first, and place them in your lap. Right? Every student who uses succeeding at the piano looks like a pianist when they play the piano, because they always are reminded of leaving the keys in a beautiful way and putting their hands in their lap. The students learned the double bar line with that little piece. Yapping puppy is the next piece. Oh my gosh, students love this. The words are, little puppy, quit your yapping. Don't you think you should be napping? And the practice step is tell your teacher which groups of notes go up and which go down. I'm going to play the teacher duet part with the student part. The next page, page 13, is a technique page. And we know this because Franz Joseph Haydn is there doing a stretch. Practice steps. Tap the rhythm on the closed lid of the fall board. So again, 1, 1, 1, 1, like that. 1, 1, 1. Tap with your perfect piano hands and notice your 4 little hills on each hand. Tap and say the finger numbers. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3. And if your student can do it, go ahead and have them tap and say the words as well. Okay, so here's Little Cottontails. Very nice. And the musicality girl asked, did you play with your perfect piano hands? I certainly think it's fine for the teacher to stand behind the student and have them feel the student's arm and wrist go up and down at the same time like this. I know this is this is just not going to work, right, during our COVID times when we are doing Zooming and FaceTiming and Skyping, but we could do this like this with our own arm in the video so that the student understands how that feels, and then we could have our students do that as well while they're playing. That's another option. Okay, so now let's turn to page 14. Popping popcorn. Oh my gosh, you can imagine how excited students are to play this piece.